Right. Good evening, everybody. It's 5:30, and before we get started, Miss Tara Dew is going to open us with a word of prayer, and then we'll have a flag salute, and then we'll carry on with our public meetings.
Let us pray. Creator God, we come before you with awe of your creations. As the world around us springs forth with new life, we are reminded that you are making all things new, including each one of us. We are reminded that we are co-laborers with you in your creation to care for the earth and all that inhabit it. We are called to care for our neighbors. I lift up to you these servants of public office that give of their time and talents to serve the residents of El Reno so that it can be the best community for all people. We lift up our city employees and first responders who see their work as part of a greater purpose. Thank you for your dedicated service. We pray for wisdom and discernment as the business is conducted here tonight. May the decisions be guided by mercy and right judgment. Hear these words from the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. Where there's injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is giving that we receive, it is pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Join with me in the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's now 5:32, and I call the El Reno City Council regular meeting of Tuesday, April 28th, 2025 to order. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Here.
Councilman Stepperson.
Here.
Vice Mayor Black.
Here.
Councilman Schaefer.
Here.
Mayor Jensen.
Here. We've got several proclamations. I'm going to come around in front and do a couple of them. I want to invite up the Lady Indians, Coach Douglas. We'll start with you guys. This is quite an honor. Back-to-back state champions, Lady Indians girls team. I'm gonna read this proclamation. It says, Office of the Mayor proclamation. El Reno Lady Indians back-to-back basketball champions. Whereas the city of El Reno recognizes the El Reno Lady Indians basketball team Class 5A champions for the 2024 through 2025 season. And the 2024-25 Lady Indians are the first ever back-to-back state title holders from El Reno. And yeah, to give them a round of applause. This is the fourth undefeated season in El Reno High School history to be undefeated, with the other three obtained in 1933, 1949, and 2024. And since 1919, El Reno became the 66th girls team in the state of Oklahoma to post an undefeated record and the first in Class 5A since Shawnee in 2012, with the only other Class 5A being Carl Albert in the year 2000. And the El Reno Lady Indians are tied for the 35th best record with a tie for 28 wins. And the team stats for the season are 25 games won with 1,631 points scored in the season, which averages 52.6 points a game, with combined rebounds, assists, steals, blocks to be 1,732. And now, therefore, I, Steve Jensen, by the powers vested in me as mayor of the city of El Reno, Oklahoma, sign this proclamation, 8th day of April, 2025. Congratulations. Who all's back from last year, this year? Repeat. That's great. That's great. Who's coming back next year?
Who's coming back next year?
All right, good. That's good. Good.
some of you girls want to come over here for a picture? Let me grab that, please.
This is heavy. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Come on.
You can stay.
Y'all don't have to leave. No reason to run off. I want to invite up Pastor Tara Dew. There, this says Pastor Tara Dew is celebrating her 25th anniversary of ministry to the First Christian Church, El Reno, Oklahoma, and as a servant leader of the city of El Reno. Pastor Dew began the lunch brunch ministry at First Christian Church, offering free hot lunches to approximately 120 El Reno High School students each week and a nutrition supplement snack pack to take with them. Pastor Dew has dedicated her ministry to the flourishing of all children, youth, families, and elderly in both congregations and the city, including her leadership as a board member and president of El Reno Blessing Baskets. And Pastor Dew has served countless children, youth, and adults, ministering to them as pastor, listening as a confidant, sharing life's greatest triumphs, and being present to life's greatest hardships. Present to life's great hardships. To life, and has proven herself as a distinguished minister of the gospel in and beyond El Reno, city of El Reno. Be it resolved that I, Steve Jensen, Mayor of City of El Reno, do hereby proclaim May the 1st, 2025 to be Pastor Tara Dew Day. Congratulations. Thank you for all that you've done. That's a lot of those kids have probably come over to the program. We've got several more proclamations. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The next proclamation is to keep El Reno beautiful, April 2025. And I'm not going to read all the rest of these proclamations, but it's a proclamation stating that, naming April as Keep El Reno Beautiful Month. And as spring is springing up, everything's growing. Just encourage everybody to help with keeping El Reno beautiful. Next proclamation we have is the 56th Annual Municipal Clerks Week. And we, I think, got the best clerk in the state of Oklahoma here. So I proclaim May 4th through the 10th, 2025 to be Professional Municipal Clerks Week. Next proclamation is the National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, and we're designating April 13th through the 19th, 2025 to be National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. And it's a big deal because this helps a lot of the 911 responders, first responders, and a lot of things that people take for granted until they're in an emergency and then they need some help. And so it's a big deal. So next proclamation we have is El Reno Onion Fried Burger Day, May the 3rd, 2025. El Reno Main Street, non-profit-based organization devoted to enhancing identity of historic downtown El Reno through economic development, historic preservation, and creative design. We want to designate May the 3rd as El Reno Onion Fried Burger Day. Next proclamation we have is Federal Correctional Officers Week, May 4th through the 10th. And I had the opportunity going out to the lunch at the Community Board Relations deal and learn about, we've got a new warden at the prison out there, and if you have the opportunity to go out to that lunch, they have breakfast or lunch, they alternate month to month. It's a great event. You'll learn a lot about what's going on, not just in El Reno through networking, but also with what all's going on within the prison system, correctionals, and what all they're doing to help people get back on their feet. So, last but not least, we're proclaiming that May 6th through May 12th to be National Nurses Week. So, nurses are a big part of our taking care of us. I know David Black's wife couldn't be here for this, but she's been inducted into National Honor Society tonight at a benefit. So, anyway, so if you see her, tell her congratulations. So anyway, lots going on. With that, I want to recess the city council meeting and go to our authority meetings.
All right, it is 5:41. It's Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. We call the El Reno Air Park Authority regular meeting to order, starting with the roll call vote. Trustee Black.
Here. Vice Chairman Jensen.
Here.
Trustee Stapperfin.
Here.
Trustee Miller. Here. Chairman Schaefer.
Here. Consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the El Reno Air Park Authority will be enacted with one motion. Should discussion be desired on any one item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Have 1 through 3 items.
Move to approve consent agenda items 1 through 3.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call vote starting Trustee Black.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Jensen.
Here.
Trustee Stapperfin.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Chairman Schaefer.
Yes. No items pulled. Brings us to E, discussion items, discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding a proposed offer to Community National Bank for the Escott Hangar B number 1 and associated equipment.
This is an item that we discussed a couple of months ago, and through negotiations with Community National Bank, the number that we've come to for the purchase of what would be known as the Escott hangar that has been formerly used by Escott Aerial, the best price that we have arrived at is $280,000, and so that would be staff recommendation would be to move forward with an offer to Community National Bank for $280,000 for the hangar building. There's some other equipment that's associated that I can work with them on and negotiate on, but the only, if the authority would like to move forward with the purchase of this hangar, then that we can move forward with a motion.
Have the totes and different things been removed, or are they still on site, or will they be removed before the transaction, or if it goes through?
Hello. To answer your question, Mr. Mayor, they do still have some stuff that is trailing, and one of the agreements they asked for was that we could give them a little time to remove that, and I believe that was 3 months. Is that correct?
Yes, but it doesn't look like we need that amount of time.
Okay. I mean, I understand there were some things out there that could be utilized in other businesses, industries, whatever, but
Right.
my main concern was the leftover residual chemical totes.
Yes, and that's part of the trailing problem, but a lot of the outside stuff, Community National Bank has made an agreement. They've already bulk sold that off, and
Sure.
that person is taking care of that at this point.
Okay. Because I knew there was a potential in the future possible cleanup day for some of those used deals with the department.
Got all that kind of handled.
All right, good. Okay, thank you.
Very good. Any other questions, comments? No?
I'd make a motion that we proceed to increase our purchase price to $280,000 on the Escott hangar.
Okay.
Second?
Motion made, seconded. Roll call vote starting Trustee Black.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Jensen.
Yes.
Trustee Stapperfin.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Chairman Schaefer.
Yes. Brings us to item F, adjournment.
Adjourn.
Move to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Recreational Authority regular meeting Tuesday, April 8th, 5:45 PM. I'd like to call the meeting to order with a roll call, starting with Trustee Nethery.
Here. Trustee Jensen.
Here.
Vice Chairman Black. Here. Trustee Schaefer.
Here.
Chairman Stopperfin.
Here. Consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the El Reno Recreational Authority and will be enacted with one motion. Should discussion be desired on any item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. We have two easy things in that.
Move to approve.
I have a motion made and seconded. Vote starting with Trustee Nethery.
Yes. Trustee Jensen.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Black. Trustee Schaefer.
Yes.
Chairman Stopperfin.
Yes. No consent items were pulled for discussion, so that moves us on to discussion items. Don't have any discussion items unless someone does? No, okay. That moves us to item F, adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Adjourned.
We are adjourned.
It's now 5:46, and I call the El Reno Municipal Authority regular meeting of Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 to order. Roll call, starting with Trustee Nethery.
Here. Trustee Stopperfin.
Here.
Vice Chairman Black.
Here.
Trustee Schaefer.
Here.
Chairman Jensen.
Here. Brings us to consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the El Reno Municipal Authority, will be enacted with one motion. Should discussion be desired on any item, that item will be removed from consent agenda and considered separately. Items 1 through 3.
Move to approve consent agenda items 1 through 3.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Trustee Nethery.
Yes. Trustee Stopperfin.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Black.
Yes.
Trustee Schaefer.
Yes.
Chairman Jensen.
Yes. No items were pulled. Brings us to discussion items. Number 4, discuss consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding approval of change order on RUS 515 contract with OKX to add downtown north and downtown southwest.
This is an amendment to our contract with OKX to add some additional land and properties into the fiber installation. Zach, do you have anything you would like to add to it? It's shown in white, right? That's the area we're talking about. So it's going to be downtown, in between both the railroad tracks.
Pretty much going all the way up to the railroad tracks, there where they have that switching station. And that'll cover pretty much all of downtown, and then the next plan would be to cross the railroad tracks heading east on Elm.
And this includes city properties, but the county properties. County is paying, helping us pay for part of that with some of the ARPA funding that we received. The amendment to the contract is $660,445.69. That it covers quite a few properties.
Okay. Any questions?
Motion to approve change order on RUS 515 contract with OKX to include downtown north and downtown southwest for the amount of $660,445.69.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Trustee Schaefer.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Black.
Yes.
Trustee Stopperfin.
Yes.
Trustee Nethery. Yes. Chairman Jensen.
Yes. Brings us to adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned. It's now 5:49, and I want to reconvene the El Reno City Council meeting. Brings us to the consent agenda. Following items are considered to be routine by the El Reno City Council will be enacted with one motion. Should discussion be desired on any item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. We have items 1 through 7.
Move to approve items 1 through 7.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Approve items 1 through 7. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stopperfin.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black.
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer.
Yes.
Mayor Jensen.
Yes. No items were pulled, brings us audience participation. Anyone having an item of business to present to the city council that does not appear on the agenda, please come to the podium at this time and state your name. You're requested to limit your presentation to 3 minutes. Any item being presented must pertain to the City of El Reno business. Oklahoma Opens Meetings Act prohibits the city council from taking official action on requests made during this portion of the agenda unless otherwise noted on the agenda. Do we have anybody? Seeing none, move on. Item H, discussion items. 8A, to conduct a public hearing in consideration of a request by John E. Turner, I don't know if I got that right or not, but of Prosperous Properties to rezone approximately 0.14 acres located at 506 North Evans Avenue from the CR Restricted Commercial District to R2 Combined Residential District. I now declare the public hearing open. You guys want to come up and tell us what you're doing or what's going on?
How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you? Please state your name for
My name is Dewan Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have a little property that's currently rated commercial, but it's grandfathered in. It's surrounded a bunch of residential. We just wanted to see if we can get that turned into a residential as well.
And it currently has a house on it that is
Yes.
being lived, or a residential dwelling.
Yes. It's actually completely remodeled and everything.
Right, okay. And this went to the planning commission. Planning commission approved unanimously.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Okay. Any other comments from nobody? Okay.
Did you do the work?
Well,
Did you do
our
the remodel?
contractor did.
Yeah, looks nice.
Oh, you got a picture?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. That makes our job a lot easier.
Okay, yeah.
No, it looks nice.
Thank you. We didn't cut any corners.
If there's no other question or comments, I'm gonna close the public hearing. Okay, I declare the public hearing closed. Okay. Item B, discussion, consideration, possible action and/or amendments regarding request by Ms. Turner of Prosperous Properties to rezone approximately 0.14 acres located at 506 North Evans Avenue from CR Restricted Commercial District to R2 Combined Residential District.
Move to approve zoning ordinance 9371.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve zoning ordinance 9371. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stopperfin.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black.
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer.
Yes.
Mayor Jensen.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Brings us item 9A, conduct a public hearing in consideration of fiscal year 2023 CDBG grant number 19166 CDBG SC 23 Water System Improvements Water Line Replacement Mitchell Avenue Project. I declare public hearing open.
Okay, as part of the closeout for the Mitchell Avenue Waterline Project, we have a few things that we have to state on the record, so I'm going to read this now. The public hearing meeting notice was posted in compliance with the Open Meetings Act. The City of El Reno was awarded a community development block grant through the Oklahoma Department of Commerce to make improvements to the city's water system by replacing water lines along Mitchell Avenue. One, the project benefited 67.35% of low to moderate leveled income citizens. Two, the CDBG grant award amount was in the amount of $228,333. These funds were used to pay for the construction costs. The City of El Reno matched $520,124. That was used to pay for engineering and grant administration fees along with additional construction costs. The project did not result in the displacement or relocation of any citizens. Four, a final inspection was made by Bill Myers, PE, with Myers Engineering and deemed complete. It was a successful project.
Yep.
Isn't much needed too. Right, Chris?
So. Okay. Any other questions or comments while we're in public hearing? Okay. I'll close the public, declare that the public hearing is closed. Brings us to 9B, discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding closeout resolution number 25-034, resolution approving and accepting the fiscal year 2023 CDBG grant number 19166 CDBG SC 23 water system improvement, water line replacement, Mitchell Avenue projects is complete, and authorizing the mayor chairman to sign closeout documents.
Make a motion to approve resolution 25-034.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stopperfin.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black.
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer.
Yes.
Mayor Jensen.
Yes. Brings us to 10A, to conduct a public hearing and consideration fiscal year 2025 CDBG grant project, proposed water line project. I declare the public hearing open.
Okay. So we closed out the previous CDBG grant, and now we're working to open a new one. And so I'm going to read these notes on the record. Public hearing meeting notice was posted in compliance with the Open Meetings Act. The City of El Reno is in the process of applying for a community development block grant through the Oklahoma Department of Commerce for water system improvements. The proposed project is to make improvements to the system's water system. 2, the project will benefit at least 52% of the required low to moderate income leveled citizens to qualify to make the grant application. 3, the project will not likely result in the displacement or relocation of any citizens. 4, the proposed project will not likely result in any residential displacement. The City of El Reno will provide technical assistance to groups representative of persons of low and moderate income that may request assistance in developing proposals if displacement occurs. The level and type of assistance to be provided is at the discretion of the City of El Reno and does not necessarily include providing funding to such groups. 5, the grant request amount will be approximately $195,714.29, with grant announcements being made in September 2025. The city will be matching approximately $295,660.71, which will be for the construction, engineering, inspection, and grant administration costs. 6, authorization will be given to the mayor to sign CDBG application in the formal council meeting by approval of the resolution. If the project is funded, the public will be notified of the completion of the project by conducting a public hearing at the closing out of the grant. The public hearing will be to invite citizens for input on the project according to the Citizens Participation Plan, which will be approved in a formal council meeting.
Okay. And this is talking about the water lines on Keith Avenue and Mayhem.
Right, so we have them on the overhead screen. This is water line replacement along Woodson from Keith to Mahan. So that's behind Sonic area. And then north and south from Hayes to Sunset on Keith. Right, Chris? Did I get that right?
Yes. Okay. Your eyes are a lot better than mine.
Well, going off memory there, I can't see that.
Any other questions, comments while we're in public hearing? If not, I declare the public hearing closed. Brings us to item B. Discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding adoption of Citizens Participation Plan for the fiscal year 2025 CDBG proposed water line system improvement project, and adoption of resolution number 25-035, resolution authorizing application for fiscal year 2025 CDBG grant for proposed water line project.
Move to adopt the Citizens Participation Plan and resolution number 25-035.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stopperfin.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black.
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer.
Yes.
Mayor Jensen.
Yes. Brings us to item 11. Discussion, consider consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding the adoption of a residential anti-displacement plan and approval of resolution number 25-036, a resolution on leverage matching funds for fiscal year 2025 CDBG proposed waterline project.
So this goes along with our 2025 CDBG Small Cities application, along with the Citizen Participation Plan from the previous item. This is the Residential Anti-Displacement Plan. It basically says that we will not displace any residences, and if we do, then accommodations will be made.
Any questions? Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve resolution number 25-036, resolution on leveraging matching funds for fiscal year 2025 CDBG proposed waterline project.
Displacement plan.
Displacement, yeah, and for the anti-displacement plan.
Adoption of that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Councilman Schaefer.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Councilman Newman?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Item 12, discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding the 2025 Fair Housing Proclamation and Fair Housing Resolution number 25-037.
This also goes along with the 2025 application for the CDBG Small Cities Program. This states that the City of El Reno adheres to fair housing policies and practices.
Move to approve the Fair Housing Proclamation and Resolution 25-037.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Item 13, discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding agreement with Park Hill to prepare fiscal year 2025 CDBG grant application and administer project, if funded, proposed waterline project providing authorization to Marita Woodard with Park Hill.
So Marita Woodard is our grant administrator for the CDBG program, and this will authorize her to fill out all necessary documents and submit applications on our behalf as our grant administrator.
Questions?
Move to approve the Park Hill agreement and authorization of Marita Woodard of Park Hill.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call started with Dr. Schaefer.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Councilman Newman?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Item 14, discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding ordinance number 9370, ordinance amending the retirement system defined benefit plan of the City of El Reno, Oklahoma by providing a special retirement option for certain eligible employees based on the age and years of credited service of such employees, providing for severability and declaring an emergency.
So we did this a few years ago, and we've had internal discussions and are planning on doing it now, just in anticipation of this next budget year potentially being a little more difficult or tight than the previous, based on our revenue. But we've done this isn't uncommon. We've done it a few times in the past. Last one was in 2021, I believe. 2022? So right in there, yeah, 2022, that's right. It's an early retirement option for employees that meet certain criteria, and it's optional. So if they find it favorable, then they can choose to do that. Chris, do you have anything you would like to add to this, or as far as the criteria?
I would be happy to go over anything. So basically what we're saying is that if you meet definition of normal retirement age and you have greater than the required years of vesting service, we're going to allow you to retire, and we're going to award 2 additional years of service to you to encourage you to retire. if you have less than the required years of service to get vet or to reach normal retirement age, so you're under age 65 or less than 62 and 25, we are going to give you an unreduced retirement benefit. So we're going to allow you to retire like you were at normal retirement age, and we're going to award you 2 additional years of service to encourage you to go ahead and retire. There were 4 people that are affected, and so what we found is that when we look at those 4 people, if they all chose to take the window and go ahead and retire, what we see is that it would actually save on your payroll costs pretty substantially. If all 4 took it, it would save approximately $288,000 a year in payroll cost. But in terms of the cost increase to your plan, it's very minuscule. In fact, what we see, there's the way that we calculate the contribution rate is it is just your total cost divided by the valuation of your payroll. Well, on the total cost, by allowing these 4 people to go out, your actual cost goes down by about $5,000 a year. But when we divide that by the valuation of your payroll, because of that denominator effect is so much larger, then there is a net increase of 0.69%, but it's on a much lower dollar value on your payroll. So it's actually a pretty cost-effective way that you can allow some people to retire early, give them a nice incentive to do so, and it's not really costing the plan that much dollar value. So, but I would be happy to answer any questions if anybody has some.
I think you explained that pretty well.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to retire.
Councilman, I'm right there with you, sir.
Well, and we have HR Director Cammie Brookshire here if there are any other questions. So.
I don't have any questions. Thank you. Thank you.
Move to approve ordinance 9370.
Second.
Motion made and second to approve ordinance 9370. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stapperton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Brings us to item 15.
Wait, move to
I'm sorry.
declare an emergency?
And if I may, sir, the reason for that is we valued the window based on March 31st, so the actual window opens April 1st. Employees must make the decision not later than May 31st, and then they must be off the payroll by June 30. So since we're passing it later in the month of April to backdate, we did it under the emergency.
I understand that.
So
Makes sense. Is there a second?
A second.
Motion made and second to declare emergency. Roll call started with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stapperton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Now, item 15, discussion, consideration, action, and/or possible amendments regarding animal adoption event for the month of April 2025.
So our animal shelter is full, and we're taking on additional dogs here recently, quite a few. So we're wanting to do a Clear the Shelter event at our animal shelter and do promotional adoptions for $25 a pet, a dog. And these are spay or neutered, chipped, vaccinated, ready to go. So.
Get a leash and a harness and even a dog toy, I believe.
Okay. So
they're chipped?
They're chipped.
Yep.
So if I find them out in the countryside.
They have to
Then I just-
register their chip. A lot of people forget that step.
We want them to register, but if they don't, that chip goes back to the marshal.
Okay. All right. Good.
So this would be for the month of April, and we see this as an opportunity. If you're looking at adopting a dog, this is a good chance to
Good
do
time
it,
of
this is,
Good time of year to do it.
yeah, certainly.
Fully vaccinated, all that, ready to go.
Ready to go.
go.
Good. A lot of cost savings there. Chief, what is the cost?
Addition is about $9.
90? Yeah.
I've got 2 for free in my backyard. It's a better deal.
It's a better deal.
Are you including dog toys and harnesses?
Have them all. Have the dog house.
So we need a motion?
Yep, motion to approve the action for animal adoption for the month of April for $25 a pet.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call, sir. Dr. Schaefer.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Councilman Nithers?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Brings us to item 16, nomination and/or vote for 2 nominees to the Board of Trustees of Oklahoma Municipal Assurance Group for a 3-year term commencing July 1st, 2025.
I nominate Lindsay and Vicky Patterson.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to nominate Lindsay and Vicky Patterson. Roll call starting with Councilman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Item 17, nomination and appointment of 1 trustee and 1 alternate trustee from the City of El Reno to serve on the Board of Trustees of the Oklahoma Environmental Management Authority for a 3-year term commencing July 1st, 2025.
Nominate Matt Sandage as the trustee and Lindsay Craig Moak as the
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Dr. Schaefer.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Councilman Nithers?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Brings us to reports. Once again, I want to congratulate the Lady Indians. I mean, I know they've left tonight, but that's a huge achievement for El Reno 5A basketball. I mean, that'll stick with, a lot of those players played last year, this year. It'll just stick with them their whole life. Even the ones that are just our newcomers to the team this year. I mean, win a state championship. Not many players can say that they were on that team. And I just want to again congratulate them. And we can see that we've sprung into spring. Sunday we started with snow and we finished with sunshine. so weeds are growing and try to stay on top of the weeds, grass. I'd encourage the community to do that. If you can spray, that'll save you a lot of work. Cleans up your property and it just saves a lot of stuff. And then also, we had Proclamation Burger Days coming, and it'll have come and passed by the time our next official meeting is. So I know they need a lot of volunteers, need a lot of help, and it's gonna be a great day for El Reno. We're gonna anticipate opening the filling station. May not be 100% finished, but we'll be finished enough to open and get it up going. And Secretary Gatz is going to speak with that. Matt Pinnell, he can't be with us, but he's going to speak. Carrie Berry from Route 66 Commission, I believe, is going to be there. So anyway, should be a great day. Hopefully the weather's great. Rain or shine, we're going to have Burger Day. Anyway, that's all I have.
April 26th, there is a low-cost pet vaccine clinic and microchipping event. It will be held out at the lake. There's information on social media about that. So get the dogs you already have and cats current on their vaccines, and then adopt a new one for $25. It's a win-win.
I went to the final for the Lady Indians game over at the Lloyd Noble Center. I played basketball. One wouldn't think so with my height, but I did play basketball, and I wouldn't want to play against any of those girls. They are tough, and they did an outstanding job. I was impressed with them. And as I drive through Adams Park, I see a little bit of activity at the new fitness thing we put up. And I'm hoping that that'll increase a little bit more and we'll get more activity there. People are starting to look at it and say, well, you know, what's going on here? So I like it. Had a lot of good feedback on what's happening in El Reno. That's all I have.
Thank you. Jason?
May 9th, I believe, Scott, groundbreaking out there. May 9th, want to invite the community out, having the groundbreaking for the new terminal out at the airport. Exciting times out there. A lot of big changes are going to be happening real soon. A lot of big changes happening as we speak with what Tony Caldwell's doing out there and some of the things that are happening. So that's exciting. Come out and be a part of that. And then, of course, the air show coming up. But it ought to be a lot of fun moving forward.
Well, hot off the press, Chris, you mentioned that the 81 and Radio Road waterline bore live, US 81, Jensen Road, that completes that waterline loop we've been talking about for a long time. So it's all live as of today? As of today. That's excellent news. We've talked a lot about water lines tonight, but that's big news. Keep El Reno beautiful. We have supplies, materials. I think that in the past we've had organizations also sign up to participate. We have bags and gloves, and I know that city staff, we're going to spend a day or two usually we go to Adams Park and clean up, but we may take one of the corridors like 66 and find some areas that need to be cleaned up. So in anticipation of a lot of visitors coming down 66 and coming into town for Burger Day, that's one of the things that we like to do annually. So, but anyway, I would encourage any interested organizations that want to participate to reach out. That's all I have.
Okay. Tim?
Well, hot off the press, we got our sales tax numbers that were passed out to you. They came in around 2 o'clock today. Sales tax, we received a check for $1,096,947.69. This continues this sort of flat trend we continue to experience with sales tax collections for the year. On use tax, we brought in $204,914.97. So there's about $10,000 above our budget for the year. So that's a little bit of positive news there. On hotel motel tax, it was $34,230.54. So again, that's just slightly below our target collections for hotel motel tax. On broadband, we are now at 392 active customers. So we're moving in the right direction over there. We expect a whole lot of people to be connecting here in the next several weeks as we continue to turn on additional areas. OKX is wrapping up the first phase of the downtown construction here in the next couple weeks, and we'll be moving on to the rest of downtown. And we're also installing the backbone on the east and west roads from Elm to Wade here in the next coming weeks. So a lot of activity.
Thank you. Brings us to item J, executive session.
Move to adjourn to executive session.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer? Mayor Jensen?
Yes.
All right.
executive session.
Motion made and seconded, roll call start with Dr. Schaefer.
Yes. Here.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nether?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes.
Make a motion to extend the city manager's contract to, or, I'm sorry, make a motion to enter into a new 5-year contract with the city manager effective July 1, and authorizing the mayor and the city attorney to draft the terms and sign all documents.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, roll call starting with Councilwoman Nethery.
Yes.
Councilman Stapleton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Black?
Yes.
Councilman Schaefer?
Yes.
Mayor Jensen?
Yes. Brings us to adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, adjourn, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.